Hello, Africa, and to every other person out there watching us from any part of the world. My name has not changed. It's still Moses Abiola, and I'm your host tonight on Anonymous on R2 TV. And well, tonight is going to be an inspiring one because the topic we're going to be treating tonight is something I believe would improve your relationship, whether you're single or you're married. I mean, it's really going to be a booster for your relationship. And well, the topic is the bad girl versus the take home to mama. You understand? They say every man loves a good girl, but then longs for the bad girl. So there's something mysterious and something intriguing about the bad girl, and that's what we are going to be dissecting tonight on the show. Come on, trust me, you are really in for a nice time. Don't forget that Anonymous is a show that allows you to say those things you never thought you could tell anyone without you revealing your identity. I mean, you don't have to tell us your name or where you're calling from. All you need to just do is just pick your call and just, call and express whatever thing you're going through, whether in your relationship, in your marriage, or in any area of your life. I mean, you can just keep speaking without any inhibition or fear. Trust me, this is just the show for you. And well, if you're watching us from any part of the world, our phone lines are going to be open very soon for you to just call in to be part of the show. But meanwhile, you can also join us on through our social media. And and I'm going to just be saying them out right now, although some of them will be scrolling right about now on your screen for you to just see. Well, if you want to just you can follow us on, you can join us on Facebook, like our page, by going to www.facebook.com/my R2TV. I can also do that on YouTube as well. Just go to www.youtube.com/my R2TV. And you can follow us on Twitter. And to follow us on Twitter, I'll just go to at R2 underscore TV. Yeah, if you want to follow us on Twitter. So you can just keep sending your tweets. And then, well, if you want to follow us on Instagram, it's just at R2 TV. So, I mean, those are just the four medium that you can just join us on right about now from anywhere you are watching us all over the world. The topic is still the bad girl versus the take home to mama kind of woman. That's still the topic we are treating tonight. And I'm not just the only one in the studio. With me two people, a gentleman and a lady. And I think, like they said, ladies first. So I'm going to be saying I have Boo Boo in the house. Boo Boo, good evening. How you doing this evening?
Fine. Hi. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it's good to see you this evening. Yeah, that's Boo Boo. The pretty damn self. And then also beside Boo Boo is this perfect gentleman. I mean, he's an epitome of a gentleman. I call him Ejiro Vero. Ejiro, good evening. How are you doing this
I'm all right. Good
Wednesday
evening,
evening? It's good to have you. I mean, we had to just spend a lot of money to just bring this man in the studio tonight. So trust me, you have a lot to learn from him and from every one of us sitting here in the studio tonight. Well, there's something I think you need to see. And by the time you're back, you really would be able to just probably just call in and learn so much more about what we're going to be treating tonight. So see you in a bit.
Hey, what's going on?
So you haven't heard? Etisalat is giving amazing data value and smartphones at the lowest prices. With up to 1.5 gigabytes free data sign-up bonus and 100% bonus on all data purchases from 200 MB and above for 12 months. Can I show you some phones?
Get the latest devices at amazing prices at any Etisalat Experience Center or authorized dealers and choose from the blazing fast data and amazing tariffs, all on your smartphone network of choice.
Etisalat, now you're talking.
Life with a good girl can be as exciting as watching your hair grow. They generally tend to be homebodies and like to curl up with a good book. Although this is an okay behavior for a rainy day, it transcends into weekend habits as well. Basically, she just doesn't put any effort into keeping her man. Don't get me wrong, every guy loves a girl that can be herself around him. But it sometimes is necessary to throw away sensibility and trade it in for sex. But let's face it, bad girls are hot. When a man has a stunner on his arm, it makes men jealous and women intrigued. So it's like your stock skyrockets automatically. Suddenly, men want to be you and women want to be with you. Sex with a bad girl will never be boring because she loves to experience new things, probably more than the guy she's with. Make no mistake about it, you won't have to deal with My wife's a very good girl. I love her. She is amazing. She is a good girl, but can't she be both good and bad at the same time?
Yeah, welcome back to Anonymous on R2 TV. Yeah, well, my name has not changed. It's still Moses Abiola. And we're still talking about the bad girl versus Take Home to Mama. You get? Okay, well, I'm just going to be saying this. You know, they say the bad girl is the kind of woman who weaves ecstasy to your fantasy. I mean, she takes you to cloud nine. She knows how to hold her ground in the relationship. I mean, she's just the kind of woman you want to spend. You don't want to spend the rest of your life with her, but you want to spend those moments that you would always keep in your memory forever with her. You understand? And so, what is this thing about the bad girl? I'm going to start with you, Boo Boo. I mean,
Okay, first and foremost, I don't really get when you say a bad girl.
Okay. This is it. When I say a bad girl, I know they say a bad girl is has this mystery to her personality. Has this she's intriguing. She's somebody you want to be with. I mean, you don't come across her every day of your life. You understand? I mean, we have so many nice girls out there who are ready to just settle down, who are available for marriage and all that. But the bad girl is not. I mean, she has her life going well for her. She's independent. She's strong. And so, for you, how would you describe a bad girl?
Okay, I'm going to go in a different direction here, if I'm allowed to. A bad girl necessarily doesn't mean she doesn't want to settle down.
That's right.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
There are some good girls that they don't want to settle down. They're not ready. Maybe they haven't found someone or no one has approached them. But for me, I think in this context, a bad girl is someone who's naughty, who's kinky, who's skanky, you know. She's ready to do anything in bed. Am I going somewhere?
Yeah, you're going somewhere.
Okay, I mean, am I allowed to go there?
Yeah, you can go anywhere. Trust me,
Okay.
just take us on this journey.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
I think that's what we categorize or we call being bad, because you're naughty, because you are excited, you're adventurous.
Adventurous in the bedroom.
In the bedroom, yes.
Wow,
you can do a lot of things. You negotiate well with your partner. But probably a good girl, I really wouldn't blame any good girl, because there's some girls who, they really don't know so much about the sexual experience. But from that video we saw that the man proposed to her, you know, they were friends, they got together, they got married, and then, you know, he wanted to have, you know, communicate with her sexually, and, you know, she was a bit cold. And because from what I saw, he's very sexually active. he left her and went out
Okay.
to a social club and met, well, a bad girl.
Yeah, sure.
Per se. And then, of course, she fulfilled his fantasy. Not only that, he was sex-starved. Come on. Do you understand what I mean?
So which is a justifiable reason for him to do that?
No,
right?
it's not justifiable.
Okay.
But the thing is, what I would have expected the guy to do is, if your wife is a bit cold, a bit rigid, probably she's not used to the kind of things you want to do. I mean, can I go deeper?
Oh, sure.
Am I allowed?
You can just take us deep as
Deeper,
long
that's
as
right.
one is-
Now, I mean, let's go very plain. There are a lot of women that they don't really like blowjobs. They feel it's a bit, naughty, it's a bit nasty.
it's irritating.
But trust me, 99.9% guys love it. Now, if you're that kind of guy that likes it and your woman is not comfortable, all you need to do is guide her, is teach her. I said, babe, listen, I really, really like this thing. It blows my mind. Please, can you help me?
Okay.
And a good girl can be a bad girl.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Okay, I get you. I'm going to ask you this, Ejiro. They say that there are two ways to a man's heart, and the first is sex, and the second is the stomach, the food. You understand? If you want to win a man, just know your way to. If you want to find your way to a man's heart, just know the kind of food you prepare for him, and then if you can just. Feed his fantasies, his sexual fantasies. Now, you are a guy. I know that you have so much to say about this thing. She just told us now that the bad girl is quite adventurous and all of that, which I believe is true. You understand? Do you have any similar thought to what she said, or do you want to just go a different line from what she's saying?
Let me digress a little bit.
Okay.
When you say bad girl, you see, it goes beyond the narrow confine of just the bedroom.
Okay.
You understand? Let's look at it from a psychological point of view. You understand? When you say a lady is bad, it therefore means she's not ready to conform to the conventional way of doing things.
Okay.
Right? It therefore means, for instance, let me just come through this other side. Every man wants to control his woman.
Yeah.
And you see, the bad girl, quote unquote, has a free spirit. You cannot containerize her. She goes where she wants to go to, where she wants to go to. You don't have control over her because she's free-spirited. Again, you see, because men are used to control or being in control of things. Now, there comes this lady, we ask her, sit down there, and she looks at you. Why should I sit down here? I don't see no rings on my finger, so why should I ask me to sit down here? She just picks her things and leaves. And you see, this actually, triggers these wow. So somebody can flaunt my rule. You understand? And when we push it further, you find out that the bad girl, quote unquote, brings variety to your life. You understand? Probably you're used to this conventional way of mama papa stuff,
Yeah.
Then she comes and says, no, that's too basic. Let's go to the other side. And she comes with variety. Because you have been conditioned to think that, okay, this is how it's done. Then this lady is flipping pages for you. You were like, wow, she's bringing variety to your life. And like I rightly said, probably you've not actually tested this variety. Then you were like, oh, I have been shortchanged all this while.
So you just get hooked you just stay hooked to the bad girl for the rest of your life.
But that does not actually necessarily mean that you are in love with her. You're just enjoying the ride.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I like what you just said. So that means that it's possible for a man to be hooked up to this to the bad girl syndrome. You understand?
Yeah.
Because of her charm. She's a perfect seductress, isn't it?
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, but then because I realize that most men when they settle down, they go for the good girl. You understand?
Yeah.
They take me to mama kind of woman.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the woman that steals their heart away from home is still the bad girl. So why is this so? Would you have anything to say to that?
Okay. Well, this issue of bad girl, good girl, I just think it's a typo, to be honest. It's very stereotypical.
Yeah.
Take home to mama. Any woman who loves a man, any woman who's willing to be submissive can be taken home to mama. And there are some good girls you take home to mama. Mama won't like them. Do you understand what I mean?
No. This question I'm asking, you know, if you look at it very well, both of us agree on the fact that the bad girl is somebody who is free-spirited, isn't it?
Okay.
She wants to be in charge of her own life. She's independent, she's strong. She knows what she wants and she knows her way around it, isn't it? That's the bad girl, you understand? Which is not your conventional kind of woman. Do you understand? I mean, we live in a society where the man is supposedly is meant to be the head of the woman, isn't it? You get
course.
it. We live in a society where the culture preaches it. Even the church says the same.
Definitely.
That the man should have dominion over the woman, isn't it? Yeah, but the bad girl is the woman who says to the man that no, we are equal. You understand? I mean, I have the same rights as you in this relationship, isn't it? She's submissive, but you have to tell her why she has to. I mean, she's going to ask you, why do you want me to do this? Why must I do this? Why must it be this way? She's the non-conventional kind of woman, you understand? Now, most men, because of the kind of person she is, may find it very hard to settle for that kind of woman.
Okay, why?
Why?
For me, I think if you can't settle with a woman who knows herself, who like you rightly said, she's free-spirited, she's strong, she's very strong-willed. Why won't a man, if indeed he is a man, why won't he want to settle for her? If he doesn't, then I feel he's a coward. I mean, that's just me talking.
Do you agree what she's saying? Because
But that's
the
just
truth
me
is,
talking.
You think so?
You see,
No, because if you look at it very well, what we're saying is that the bad girl cannot be controlled. She cannot be tamed.
Who said?
She's not submissive.
Ooh, that's a lie.
No, that's a lie.
That's a lie. You think she
That's
can be
a lie.
controlled?
Yes,
Yeah.
You think she can be tamed?
Yes.
Definitely.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How do you
Yes.
go about
Have
that?
you seen Good Girl Gone Bad? Ask
Okay,
Riri, man.
See, let's first of all define the word bad girl. Right? Now, it's you and I that actually labeled her bad girl. Right?
That's right.
Now, because when a man wants to get married, he gets his inspiration from how the relationship between his dad and his mom.
Yeah, sure.
Now, their generation were taught, okay, you should be submissive, right? Now, this is new generation. She's actually read quite a number of books. She has liberated herself, spirit, psychologically, and her body. And she's not ready to conform. Just because she's not ready to conform, you now labeled her bad girl, right? Now, she's educated the way she's well-read the way you are well-read. Right. Now, the dark side of life has been revealed to her. So she's not going to be under any male ego bondage,
Syndrome.
so to speak.
Sure.
Now, she knows her rights. She knows where she is going to. And you see, one of the things men are are scared of is when you take away the control from them. You understand? You're supposed to be my provider. Now, I don't want your money. Have my money. Now, I've actually taken quite a number of control power from you. Because what you can do, I can do.
Sure.
What you can buy for me,
I can buy
myself. It therefore means I have relegated quite a number of power to the lady. You understand? So when I ask her to sit down here, she definitely is not going to sit down because you have this mindset from where you're coming from that when your father asked your mom, sit down here, she sits.
Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
So because she's not ready to conform to where you're coming from or your mindset, you think she's a bad girl. She's just been liberated.
Oh, no. So what I'm asking is this. Okay,
Yeah.
because it's sounding more like, like the female liberation thing, like
Yeah.
a feminist, isn't it? Now, but this is what I want to know. How do you now tame that kind of woman to still be, how can you as a man, you understand, exercise your authority, exercise your manhood over that kind of woman? How can you do that?
First and foremost, a lot of men need to learn that you don't need to tell a woman, I'm your husband. I mean, that's old school. Don't try that because it's obvious. Hello? Do you understand what? No, that's the truth. A lot of men feel they have to exert their rights. It's your God-given right to be the head of the home, to be the man of the home. But let me explain the reason why there's this issue of, oh, maybe she feels you can't intimidate her. Sometimes it's either social status or even educational background. There are some women who are pretty well read, pretty well traveled, and there are some men that are not so,
Yeah, not so exposed.
they're not so exposed. So if a woman is giving her opinion, then you tell her to shut up, or you tell her, oh, you need to know your place as a woman. No. Do you understand what I mean? If you want to exert your authority over her, then try and meet her at her pace.
But you know what you're saying is this. You see, and a regular man, an average man will not go for that kind of woman. An average man will go for the kind of woman that...
I like the way you said it.
Yeah, an average man.
Average
do you
man.
understand? You get. An average man will go for the kind of woman that he can say, sit down there and she sits. Do this and she does it. You understand? That's an average man. But then if that average man wants to have fun, you get it? The first person that comes to his mind is the bad girl. I mean,
then he's
the bad
not being
girl can
real
do
to
almost
himself.
anything. Eh?
He's not being real to himself. He's really not being. If he wants a controlling wife,
Okay.
so he's living two lives. Then he's not a man.
Of course. No, this is
He's
where
not
I'm
a
going
man.
to. Do you realize that? No. Do you realize that most times if you go check people that are married, if you ask people who are having extramarital affair, you understand, if you compare the wife, you understand, with the woman that you're dating, number one, you find out that the woman is, the wife is quite prettier than the woman, that the mistress, you get it, number one. Number two, you find out that this man, the stuff this man can take, the stuff this man is maybe abusing or insulting the wife at home for, he can easily just let it go with the other woman. You understand? So why is it like that?
Well, like,
Because I mean, if you look at it very well, you see, okay, maybe probably of course, when the man talks and the wife talks back, the man can just go like, do you realize I'm the husband and all that kind of stuff? You understand? But then if it is with the other woman out there, the mistress, it doesn't do that. You understand? The one can give it to him like 50 for 50, word for word, action for action, and then he still keeps going back to this woman. Why is it like that?
Okay, let me see if I can shed a little light on it. There are certain paradoxes that actually controls the human life. And one of them is certainty and uncertainty. Now, certainty brings about order, right? Then uncertainty brings about growth. Now, certainty brings about
predictability.
Yes, it brings about control.
Okay.
It brings about order.
Okay.
Then you get married to a wife or to a woman, everything is okay. Then after some time, you get bored, right? Now you're beginning to look for variety.
typical.
Sure.
You know, you begin to look for variety. Now, where else do you get that variety? Outside. Because you've seen it all with the woman you kept at home. You've done it all with the woman you kept at home. It's just like watching a movie over and over and over and over. You know, if you press a pause, you know what's going to happen the next moment. So there's no suspense.
Yeah,
there.
Nothing intriguing.
Nothing intriguing. It's just flat.
Regular,
flat.
bland. I get you.
But you see, with the other girl or with the other lady out there,
it's like heaven on earth.
No. You're taking through a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Where you don't know the destination. You're enjoying the ride. You understand? You go back the same time. You are not given the first meal again. They change the menu. You go back again, it's just variety.
Oh, okay.
That's where uncertainty comes in play.
I like what you said now. Okay, that means that there's something the bad girl knows that the good girl does not know. Because no. There are certain stuff that is actually very peculiar to the bad girl. You understand? You get it. That the good girl does not know. I mean, if we all agree that the bad girl knows her way, knows how to get a man, and knows how to make the man stay faithful to her for the rest of his life.
You see,
you
just
understand?
the difference
Okay.
between the so-called bad girl and the good girl. It's just information.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well. There's still more to find out on this show tonight because there are many things I believe wives at home will learn on how to. I mean, there are some charms about the bad girl, about the mistress that they probably need to know on how to keep their man faithful to them for the rest of their lives. I mean, it's possible to just make a man faithful, whether in the bedroom or in the boardroom. I mean, you get. But well, we are going to find out on the streets what people think. Would you rather settle for the take me home to mama kind of woman, or is it the bad girl that you probably want to spend the rest of your life with? Don't forget, the bad girl reminds you of fun and fantasy, and the good girl reminds you of marriage, happiness. You understand? So you choose. So we're going to just hear from people on the streets what they think about the bad girl and the take me home to mama kind of lady. So see you in a bit.
Well, it depends on the perspective you're looking at it from. it takes a good woman to hold a man in the aspect of probably managing his life, his finance, his home. But it also takes a bad girl to, in the sexual aspect, to keep a man.
I think men love beaches majorly because of their wiring. A man primarily is a sexual being. He wants to have sex like every time he's moved to with his eyes. So I think that to me is not a challenge. So far, I know how to be my husband's beach. So whatever it is he wants, whenever he wants, it's not an issue. I'm not a reserved person, so to speak, in the bedroom. So we have kind of a chart that when I'm touching him here, he can tell me if he's feeling it 1 or if he's feeling it 10. So 1 meaning very low, like how about this place? This one costs okay 3, okay 5. Then then we know how to enjoy. Like we communicate a lot. We don't want me to do this to you. Try it. Okay, don't worry. It's a 1. Now, other one is a 9. Oh my God, again, keep doing this. So it just flows. That's what works for us. And we're young, over 1 year in marriage now anyway, and we're still strong. That's all.
Very good bad girl is a woman who knows her place. She knows she owns this man, and she knows everything she has to do to keep that man. You know his weaknesses, and like myself, I used to say something that the only person that can take my man away from me is a woman that is more intelligent than I am. Not the looks now, but I'm talking about the intelligence, because I know his weakness. I know the fact that he loves intelligent women. So when I see an intelligent woman, I have to find a way to outsmart her. So it takes a very good bad girl to know the man's weakness and find your way around it to keep your man.
Now, there's the part of, a good girl, yeah, she talks to your family members very well. She's a good mother. She keeps the home. And, she remembers your birthday. And she knows where you're supposed to eat and all the good side. And apart from that, there's the part where is the sexual part, which she just has to be bad. Do you understand? Because that now complements it, now makes it a whole process or a whole institution that now makes sense. Do you understand? So when she's all good and in bed she's not, then there's going to be a problem. I'm speaking from my perspective now. Do you understand? So a good girl has to have some bad in her to just make the whole process whole and complete. That's what I think about that. That's just it. Yes. I like the way you're smiling about this whole thing.
Men nowadays, the young men nowadays, not the older men, but even the older men now wants to act like the young men nowadays, you get. They love girls that are very, very adventurous, you get. So that's how I'll portray myself, as a very good bad girl, because I'm ready to do everything to keep him with me.
You can be very good in your characters when you go out with his family, friends. You can be good, but when you're together with him, you get you have to do all those bad things that will make him remember you. Like when he's alone, he will always be missing you. Shege. So you have to be very good. You have to be me. I like to be a very bad and good girl. Shege. Like being a bad girl is good, and being a good girl too is good. So you have to have the two characters to keep a guy. Guys that have a very good girl, they want to go outside and get the bad one, but they can keep the good girl as their wife, but the bad one as a side chick outside. So, but when you have the two, it will only take a madman to cheat on someone like that.
Now, getting it real and getting it down. Welcome back. It's still Anonymous on R2 TV, and I'm still Moise Abiola, your host on the show tonight. We're still talking about the bad girl versus the take-home to mama kind of woman. I'm going to just say this because I think this is about the time we let's just get it down. Now, The question is this: how does a good girl become a very good bad girl? Because let's not rule out the fact that it is very important that it is not just enough. Like someone said, one of the people that called, one of the people that we spoke to on the street said that, yeah, the good girl is someone who, you know, remembers your birthday, calls you regularly. I mean, the good girl is somebody who is like a mother, you understand? She's nurturing, she's caring, she gives you happiness and joy. But that's not just what you need. I mean, you want fun. You want something that is mysterious, something that is not predictable. You want something that will take you to cloud 9, like a roller coaster ride, you understand? Which is what the bad girl brings to the table, you understand? Now, if we mesh these two together, you realize that if every woman can learn some stuff, I mean, they can keep their man faithful to them for the rest of their life, which means that we're gonna end up with what we call a very good bad girl. So what does it take to be a very good bad girl? And I'm gonna ask you, are you a good girl or the take home to mama kind of woman?
Me, I'm a very good bad. I'm a very naughty girl, man. Straight up, like that's why I really have a problem with the term good bad.
Bad, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because me, my husband took me home. They loved me. They still do. This is our 4th year, and we've been married for 4 years.
Wow.
And our sexual life is absolutely fantastic. Like, me, I am a very extremely naughty, and I'm not ashamed of it, because I feel as a woman, there are a lot of things that you need to impress your husband with. One of the things is sex, because for a man gives. Women we just receive, we're receptors. Yeah. So one of the ways a man releases tension, stress, even pain is through sex. And it's not just one way. A lot of people just, you know, for some people, it's just one way, missionary. The man's on top, and that's it, and that's it, and that's it. And then there are times that a guy, sexually, guys tend to be more, they're more sexual. No, they're more sexual because of their sight. They're always saying, for women, it's touch, or you know what you hear.
Yeah.
But for men, because you need to keep that, for married women, I'm talking about married women now, you need to be more adventurous. Now, you need to try other styles, other things. Go online. Google is your best friend. Google's different types of sex styles. There are diagrams. There are pictures that can show you different types of things. There are the things that you can do, oral sex. You know, master these things. You know, pleasure your husband. But not only that, the man should also pleasure the woman. It's not one way, man. It's not one way thing.
All right, I like what you just said. I enjoy what you just said. I'm so glad for the fact that, I mean, you're married and then you're saying all this, and I'm learning too. Trust me. Okay, well, before I just throw this question to Adriel, I think I'm just going to for people who are watching us from any part of the world, the number to call to be part of the show right about now is 08091 22 22 83. Or you can also call 08091 22 22 84. Or you can also call 08091 22 22 85. Or you can call 08091 22 22 86. Those are the 4 lines that you can call right now to be part of the show. I mean, if there's anything you want to ask her, any question bothering your mind about your sexual life, about your marriage, about your relationship, come on, this is just the right time for you to just call. And the numbers are scrolling right now on your screen. So we're just waiting for your call to just come in. All right, Adrian, I'm just going to say this. I mean, she said so much about being the very good bad girl, which is quite cool and all that. So for you, you're a man. And I know it's interesting being a man because, like she said, the woman wants to impress the man. She wants to just make the man realize that, see, I'm here for you. I'm here to just give you pleasure, give you happiness, give you everything and all that. So as a man, what do you think you need from, what do you think, okay, you're speaking for the man now, you understand? What do you think, what are those extra things you think every woman should know that will make a man just stick to them, that will make a man just stay faithful to them for the rest of their life?
Well, first of all, let me just start by saying that it's just a thin line that actually distinguishes between a bad girl and a good girl, quote unquote. Every good girl can turn bad girl in the bedroom, right? Okay. What do you see? It has a region of individuality here, and it's very dicey. You should first of all speak with your husband first. Else, if you go Google it, you check it, and you try it on your husband, you have a lot of questioning to face, because he's going to think you've been, practicing it somewhere else. With someone else.
Yeah, that's
so the very good thing, first of all, is this. Open up. I think I'm tired of this missionary style. Let's try something else. Now, the thing there again is this. Most men are scared of living in a comfort zone.
Okay.
They're so used to this missionary style that going outside the box, quote unquote, is sin, right? It therefore means you have to educate the man and you have to educate the woman also. It's a thing you come together and say, okay, I think I'm sure we're both tired of this missionary style. Let's try some other style. And believe me, you will just find out that it has been proven that the missionary style does not actually hit the G spot of the woman.
Doesn't.
It doesn't. You have to try some variety.
I'm just going to stop you a while because we have a caller calling in right now. So, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
I'm actually calling to contribute on the good girl and take home to mama kind of girl.
Okay.
I actually have a friend that she's actually a good girl. She got married, and at the end of the day, her husband still left her to cheat on her. So what would you call that?
Okay. You say you have a friend who got married. She's a very good girl, isn't it? And then her husband left her at the end of the day.
Yes.
And so you want to find out what we're going to say about that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, do you know the reason why the husband had to leave? That's the question I'm going to ask you. Do you have any idea of why the husband had to leave? Because there's always a reason for any action anybody takes. You understand? So, do you have any reason?
If you're talking about why the husband had to leave, she's when I mean a good girl, like that's her first man ever, And if you talk about sexuality, as in she satisfies him, but I don't know why he had to leave. He left for some other woman. So.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say this. Did she tell you this that she did everything possible to make the man stay? Is that what she told you?
Yes, she did. But another reason is he always complains that. He actually wants oral sex, and she doesn't want that.
Okay, and so that was one of the reasons why he had to leave, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know, but me, I am just putting in maybe.
It's possible, yeah. We cannot rule out that possibility. That may be just one of the many reasons why the guy had to leave, because I understand what you're saying. So we're going to talk about that, okay? All right, then. So thank you very much for calling. Have a wonderful night rest, okay? Okay, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. You're welcome to Anonymous on RTO TV. Well, you can call back again. Like I said, the number is scrolling right now on your screen. The number is 28091222283, or you can also call 08091222284, or you can call 08091222285 or 08091222286. Do not forget, the topic is still the bad girl versus the good girl. So what exactly do you need to know if you're a woman out there to be the kind of woman that would make the man stay faithful to you for the rest of your life? You can keep a man faithful forever, trust me, and that's why the three of us are here so that you just fix that up, you understand? So just keep calling. I was going to ask you this question, Adriel, but before I ask the question, I think we need to just talk about what the woman said. She said that that's one of the reasons, and I believe that, there's this thing about men. Once they notice that there's something they want from the woman that she's not giving to them. Okay, I have to just take a call right now. Good evening, hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, hello, good evening. How are you doing this Wednesday evening?
Fine, thank you.
All right, so what can I do you for on Anonymous on RTO TV?
Very one.
Okay, so just shoot. I'm all yes. We're listening to you.
People love a complete woman. They love the woman who is funny, and at the same time,
Well, I can hear you very well. Can you maybe just turn the volume of your television set down so that we can hear you, and then speak into your phone, okay?
Hello?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you very well now. This is good. Hello? Hello?
Woman.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Oh, I think we lost that caller. So you can just try to call back again, okay? All right. Okay, so Ejiro, like what she said, okay, she said that the husband, she thinks that the husband had to leave because he demanded for oral sex, which is what we call blowjob or head, and then the woman wasn't able to give her. So what would you say to that?
I am not sure that's the reason why he actually left.
I know that is not the reason, but that may be one of the reasons.
Yeah,
you understand?
probably one of the reasons.
Because I know men ask for stuff like that. So now, if your husband is asking you for that kind of stuff, I mean, like oral sex and stuff that you're not comfortable with, what do you do in that situation?
Okay, first of all, let's just establish the fact that this thing called sex.
I'm going to stop you because we have a caller calling in right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome to Anonymous on R2 TV.
Okay.
All right.
So, I was watching the program and that, and I was interested in contributing my own side of it. So I think this issue is for both of both the man, that is the husband and the wife,
okay,
to be doing or practicing what you people are saying. Like, in fact, in my own side, I think that the man should be always thinking about a way to satisfy the wife when it comes to all those kind of things like sex, because we try as much as possible bring a new idea into it so that whenever she remembers how you do, she will be always happy and be proud of you. Whenever you do, she will say, "Thank you, my darling." That is after that, then you now know that, yeah, you are trying. You are doing your best. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks for your contribution. It's been very good. Thanks.
Also.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a fantastic night rest, okay? Thanks for calling once again. I like what you just said. Okay, I mean, you just got everyone in the studio laughing right now, which is good. Okay, yeah, you were saying something before the caller called.
What was the question they gave before?
Yeah, the question was, okay, what do you do when your husband is making demands that you are not comfortable with? Okay, like for me now, this is not just my own personal opinion. I don't think, I'm not saying I don't think, I just believe one way or the other that I have issues with maybe oral sex in the sense of the fact that maybe it's not hygienic and all that, you get. Now, if you are a woman and then your husband is making that kind of demand from you, or your wife is asking that, I mean, I want us to just do this, just try this stuff out, what do you do?
You see, the wife
sorry, I'm going to do this again. See, I'm going to stop you because somebody is calling right now. Hello, good evening. How are you doing this morning, this Wednesday evening?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So welcome to Anonymous on R2 TV.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor, please? Can you just reduce the volume of your television set?
The television.
Yeah, just reduce the volume. Just turn it down a bit.
Now, yeah, my contribution there, I would like to have the bad girl. So then I would teach her the good, you know? So, because I have a problem with a guy, my girlfriend.
Okay.
So she doesn't want me, you know, but she was trained in a Christian way. You want to talk about sex and all those things. She doesn't want to listen to you, understand? And then if you want to give her maybe styles that you make the phone to be good. So she wouldn't like that until I decided, okay, I don't want this thing again. So
I get you. I understand.
So now decided to have having problems. So once she went out and see meet other guys, they demanded the same thing I demanded too. So she wanted to come back to me. So
the thing, if there is a relationship and the sex is not there and it doesn't work it doesn't work. So I would like people to let them learn the good and the bad too. And me, I'm bad.
Okay. So I can call you Badu, right?
Noted.
Okay, bye.
All right, good. So you like a very good bad girl, isn't it? Hello. All right. Thanks for calling, and we have a wonderful night rest. That's something quite interesting. He said he's bad, and he likes a very good bad girl. Okay, like you were saying, even based on what, like, look at what you just said, which is just a confirmation to us that men can really just break a relationship if they don't get what they want, especially when it comes to their sexual fantasies. You get? So now, you are a woman. You don't know anything. You understand? You're just coming up. I mean, maybe all your life you've never had sex before. You're a virgin. Okay. Okay, I have a call to speak now. Hello, good evening. How are you doing this Wednesday evening?
I'm fine.
All right. Okay. Welcome to Anonymous on R2 TV. Hello.
Hello, I'm with you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Okay, can you tune down the volume of your television set?
Yeah, I was on television.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Yeah. Like the last person, the last caller who said he's a bado, he would like to have a bad girl because he had a girl from a Christian home and the girl doesn't like the moves. First of all, that one is not even a wife. They are still in a relationship.
Okay.
So maybe the reason why the girl we are not able to give out whatever he needs is because they are not really tied enough. I believe the knot is being tied. Even the girl in question, the mother and her relatives will tell her the do's and don'ts in marriage, and she will not want to lose her husband to another lady because she is not able to give her what the husband needs. So I believe no matter how good the person may be, it may be good in relatives outside, but when it gets to that bedroom, everything should be done the way it should be done. If the girl you will get in the notice both in every aspect of life. So she will also do exactly what the husband demands for.
What you're saying is that every woman out there should have a PhD in the bedroom, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good one. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. All right.
You too.
I do have a beautiful night rest. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah. How you doing this Wednesday evening?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
I called earlier.
All right. Okay.
I wanted to contribute on what men really want.
Okay. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. It's important that I know what really appeals them is a woman's confidence. A man loves a woman that is very confident, that she's herself. She doesn't have to pretend when she's around guys. Men also love women that they have good sense of humor and they are seniors. They are willing to try out other things, live their life to the fullest.
Yeah.
They also love women that are outgoing, and they love people that at least you can, like, in their sex life, someone that is proactive, not just there, waiting for the man to always make the move. Everything fine.
I like that. I like what you just said. Is that all you want to say about what men really want?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you've actually just taught everyone, I mean, especially people who are out there listening to us, that men love women who are bold enough to make the move. Don't wait for the man to make the move. You can also make the move, okay? I mean, in the bedroom, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, thank you very much, and have a beautiful night rest, okay? Okay, good. Yeah, right. Well, I like what she said. She said one thing that I think I'm just going to take home with me. You understand? And that's the fact that women should make the move too, isn't it? But before, okay, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
How are you doing this Wednesday evening?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, good. All right.
I want to contribute.
Okay.
I've been married now for 3 years.
Okay.
Yes, fine. I have a lovely marriage and all that, but truth be told, right now, I've been thinking because I have never enjoyed sex with my husband.
Okay.
And before I got married, I had done it before, and I got to a point that I've reached orgasm and all that. But with my husband, no. He just comes, does it, and that's it for him. Do you time me as a bad girl for wanting more from my husband? Because I've tried to talk to him about it, but the religious thing is making it look like I am
a bad person.
Not the girl that I thought
you used
I was.
Be. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Am I really a bad girl?
You are not a bad girl. You are a real woman who is just making the necessary demands that you should make from your husband. And I'm just going to allow Adriel to just talk to you about what you should do, how to maybe communicate with your husband in that area. And so, Adriel, what would you say to her?
What did she have to say?
No, she's saying now that that she's not been enjoying sex with her husband. Okay. You understand that she has never reached orgasm with her husband for the past 3 years. She's been married for 3 years right now. Wow. You get. And so she's been trying to talk to the husband about it, but the husband has not really been cooperating. The husband is going religious, saying that you're no longer the woman I used to know. You understand? So what do you think she should do right now? That's a question she's asking.
Like I rightly explained then, you see, sex in the bedroom is a very sensitive issue. The success out of it is dependent on how you approach it. You understand? You might, if you're too aggressive, it might actually reveal your past, which you've been trying to conceal. Now, most men are brought up like, it's a straight course thing. Okay. You understand? For a sex, the man has this adventurous spirit in him. You understand? But again, there are two ways to go about it. First of all, you don't approach him when he's on the bed. When he's on the bed, you might actually bash his ego. Probably his capacity for sex is just within a neighborhood of 5 and 10 minutes max. Okay. Thereafter, he started giving excuses. You understand? You don't approach him at that point in time. You approach him when the mood is good, he's not on bed, then you just subtly bring it up. If he's aggressive about it, you withdraw it. You understand? But if he's receptive, you just push a little bit further. You understand? And see how he reacts to it. Thereafter, just subtly keep pushing it gradually until he has actually said, okay, there's really an issue. Because he actually does not see it as an issue. Because you see, women are very, very self-centered. I consider most men as 2 minutes Indomie noodles. 2 minutes, bop, 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 pop. Thank you. Thereafter is politics. You understand? Now you leave the sister lying on the bed thinking, oh, did I make the right choice? Thinking of the other Badu that would go an hour giving me varieties. You understand? Now you're beginning to open up windows in the ladies' hearts to really want to look outside. You understand? So the thing there right now is just dialogue. Okay. Subtle dialogue. Because if you get too aggressive about it, he's going to withdraw. And once he withdraws, you've actually bashed his ego. And man is ego-oriented.
Thank you very much for that contribution, Ejiro. I know Bubu has something to say, but before she says what she's going to say, because we are getting to the end of the show right about now, I'll just read some Facebook messages. Someone here is saying that I think that clarity of terms would help here. Who is a bad girl and who is a good girl? However, I believe that there are some men who have a sense of purpose and as a result can tell who would be fit for their journey. Well, another person here says that who is a bad girl? What is the definition of a bad girl? I think the problem here is that folks lose their sense of adventure after nuptials. Most times, people let what I call treasured realities set in, either in their relationships or in marriages. Well, we have so many messages on Facebook, but because of time, we're just short on time, I won't be able to just take all of them. Probably maybe next week, I promise you guys I'll be reading some of them out again. But I think I'll just allow Bobo to just talk final words. What would you like to just say? Probably to that woman who is hurting in a marriage, especially in a sex life. What word would you leave for her that will comfort her, that will make her feel good?
Wow. Okay. First and foremost, I'm really sorry that you're going through whatever you're going through. I'm not going to go spiritual now because I'll probably say you should pray. But then again, you know, faith without works is dead. So the works part of it is, like Ejiro said, you know, communicate with him. Talk to him about it. Tell him how you feel. He has to understand how you feel, how you... It's obvious that you're a very passionate person. It's obvious that you're a very sexual person. So you need to let him understand, this is who you are, this is what you want, this is what marriage is all about. You know, it's not, you know, you're married. And when you're married, you're allowed to do whatever.
Sure.
No one's going to judge you. You're your home, whatever you need to do. So communicate with him.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Bobo. Like Bobo has said, communicate with your husband. Then I'm going to just leave you with this. I think for everyone out there who is watching this, if there's one book I'm going to just recommend for you, I mean, I'm going to recommend 2 books that I think will spice up your sexual life in marriage. This is just for married people.
But sorry,
definitely.
you don't believe in oral sex. So why if you're spicing up, you don't believe in oral sex. Do you believe in oral sex now?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Sure, no issues. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna say, if you can just get this book, Sexual Intimacy in Marriage. I mean, you can just read that book and just give it to your husband to read as well. You understand? Or you can get this book called Sexual Acts in Marriage. You get? Well, this is all we can take on tonight's show. We have a lot to talk about, but this is just how far we can go tonight. Some other time we're going to continue. So for 2 of you, I want to just say thank you to Ejiro Overo for being part of the show, and to you, Bobo. Thank you so much. I mean, for leaving your husband and wife to just come and join us on the show tonight. Thank you so much. So bye-bye. See you all next week. Don't forget, it's still Anonymous on R2 TV. And I remain your host, Moses Abiola. Bye.